Krishna, bro, what time are you leaving tomorrow?
Your flight's at 9:30.
In the morning?
Yeah.
You're going through New York or what?
Yeah. American Airlines.
It's a direct flight.
Huh?
Direct flight.
From JFK.
Yeah. You'll have
But
quite a bit much time in there,
yeah.
New York. Yeah. You're not going to Brooklyn. You,
I don't have time. Well, if there's a program going on, I can go, I guess.
huh?
If there's some program going on, I can go, but I'm not so familiar with New York, so
Yeah, I know. Unless you're familiar,
yeah,
where
I
you
get
have,
lost.
where is Maharaj? Here. Okay, Hare Krishna Maharaj. Okay, it's 8 o'clock and Krishna Prabhu is here. He doesn't Kirtan today.
Okay. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवार विचार विशेष शून्यवादी पार्षद देशधारिणी श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रमुदानंद श्री द्वैत गृधा शिवासदि गौर भक्त की जय। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम हरे Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Vijay Bro, Tanika Bro, Srimati Nandan.
I'll sing for him. He's not feeling well.
Okay, go ahead.
Someone else will have to read the translation, though. Yashomati Nandana Rajabaranagada Gokularanjana Kana Yashomati Nandana Rajabaranagada Gokularanjana Kana Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliyadamanavi Dana
Kaliyadomana vidana
Amalaharinam Amiya Vilasa
Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Bara
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagora Bora
Vamsi Vada Nasuhasa
Vangsi Vadana Subhasa
Braja Janapalana Surakula Nasana
Raja Janapalana Surakula Nashana
Nanda Godana Rakovala
Nanda Godana Raka Oila
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara
Sundarananda Gopala
Sundarananda Gopala
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara
Jamuna Tatachara Gopi Basana
Rasarasika Kripa Moya
Rasa Rasika Kripamoya
Shri Radhavalabha Vrindavana Natavara
Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara
Bhakti Vinod
Bhakti Vinoda Shraya.
Thank you, Maharaj. Can someone read the translation, please?
I can.
Thank you, Auntie.
Go
Thank
ahead,
you.
Mr. Man.
Hare Krishna. Lord Krishna is the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the transcendental lover in the land of Braj, the delight of Gokul, Kana, a nickname of Krishna, the wealth of the lives of the gopis. He steals the mind of even Cupid and punishes the Kaliya serpent. These pure holy names of Lord Hari are full of sweet nectarian pastimes. Krishna is the Lord of the 12 forests of Braj. He is ever youthful and he is the best of lovers. He is always playing on a flute and he is an excellent dresser. Krishna is the protector of the inhabitants of Braj, the destroyer of various demonic dynasties, the keeper and tender of Nand Maharaj's cows, the giver of pleasure to the cows, land, and spiritual senses, the husband of the goddess of fortune, the butter thief, and the beautiful cowherd boy of Nand Maharaj. Krishna wanders along the banks of the river Yamuna. He stole the garments of the young damsels of Raj who were bathing there. He delights in the mellows of the Ras dance. He is very merciful, the lover and beloved of Srimati Radharani, the great dancer of Vrindavan, the shelter and only refuge of Thakur Bhakti Vinod. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Man. So, Maharaj is here, and over to Maharaj now. Thank you, Maharaj, for being here with us tonight.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritam.
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Naram Shaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devam Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayam Udirayat.
Tato Jayam Dire.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So today is a very special day. It's I think it's the appearance or disappearance of Narahari Sarkar. You know, and we in the Gaur Arctic song we hear his name Chamara Dulai, Narahari Adi Kori Chamara Dulai, and so very very nice biography. And so just by hearing about the associates of Lord Chaitanya, we can of course advance in our spiritual life. You know, so let's look at him here, and here is the biography from Desire Tree.
There's a disappearance day, Maharaj.
Huh?
Today is disappearance day.
Okay. Yeah. Sri Narahari Sarkar Thakur was born in Sri Khanda. Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes that the residents of Sri Khanda formed a branch of the desire tree of love of God. They formed a branch of the desire tree of love of God. Quote, Sri Kandavasi, the residents of Sri Khanda, Mukunda, and his son Raghunandan were the 39th branch of the tree. Narahari was the 40th. Wow. So many associates Lord Chaitanya had at the time from all very high-class people, and so many biographies, presenting these histories. Narahari was the 40th, Chiranjeev was the 41st, and Sulochana the 42nd. They were all big branches of the all-merciful tree of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They distributed the fruits and flowers. They distributed the fruits and flowers of love of Godhead anywhere and everywhere. This is in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi 10, 78 through 79. Sri Jagannatha Dasa Babaji Maharaj once stated, Navadvip is the abode of Goloka. Vrindavan is the abode of Gokula. And Sri Khanda is the abode of Vaikunta. That's strange. Sri Narahari Sarkar Thakur participated in all of Sri Gaura Sundar's pastimes. Yeah. That's what means he must have been there as a little child also. Bhakti Ratnakar states Sri Sarkar Thakur's glories are most uncommon. In Braja, he is known as Madhumati, whose good qualities are unlimited, thus proving he was not the author of it. So maybe some people think that Bhakti Ratnakar was written by Narahari Sarkar, but if he's glorifying Narahari Sarkar, then probably he didn't write it. One day, Nityananda Prabhu arrived in Srikanda and said to Narahari, "All right, we know who you are." Nityananda told him that. "So where's the honey, Madhu?" In Krishna Lila, Narahari is the Saki, Madhumati, whose service is to supply honey for Sri Sri Radha Govinda. Yeah, whose service is to supply honey. Yeah, for Sri Sri Radha Govinda and their associates. So he immediately went to a pond and filled a pot, which immediately turned into honey of the most nectarian kind. Nityananda Prabhu and his associates drank from this pot to their full unlimited satisfaction. Narahari Sarakar was a very famous devotee. Lochan Das Thakur, the celebrated author of Sri Chaitanya Mangala, was his disciple. My gosh. In the Chaitanya Mangala, it is stated that Sri Gadadhar Das and Narahari Sarkar were extremely dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but there is no specific statement regarding the inhabitants of Sri Kanta. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi 1078 through 79 purport. Same thing, all purport. Okay. Shilochan Das Thakur was the dear disciple of Narahari Sarkar. So Lochan Das Thakur, and where is it here? Okay, very famous devotee. Oh, this is not, okay, yeah, Sarkar. Lochan Das is, yeah, Lochan Das is the, okay, this is author of, yeah, he's a disciple, okay. Yeah, Lochan Das Thakur was a dear disciple of Narahari Sarkar. In his book Chaitanya Mangala, he introduces his guru in this way: my Thakur, spiritual master, is Sri Narahari Das Thakur, who is very influential amongst the medical caste. He is continuously absorbed in Krishna Prema, and in fact, his body knows nothing but Krishna. To his followers, he speaks about nothing other than love of Krishna. He was previously known in Vrindavan Lila as Madhumati, and was a storehouse of sweetness and very dear to Radharani. Now he is present in Kali Yuga with Sri Gaura Sundar as Sri Narahari. He is the keeper of the storehouse of love of Radha Krishna. Okay. This is supported in Gaura Ganadesha Deepika, Kavi Karnapura 177, where he stated, Pura Madhumati Prana Saki Vrindavane Stita Aduna Narahari Akyai Sharakara Prabhu Priya. Srimati Radharani's dear friend, the Raja Gopi named Madhumati, appeared as Narahari Sarkar, who was very dear to Lord Chaitanya. Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Gaur Arti Kirtan sings of some of that intimate service that he performed for Lord Chaitanya. Narahari Adikori Chamaradula. Narahari is fanning Gaura Sundar with a yakchel, chamara fan. Sri Narahari Sarkar was an expert singer as well as poet. he has composed many songs about the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda. He composed a Sanskrit work entitled Sri Bhajanamrita Gaura Viraha Gita Padakalpataru. Okay, oh yeah, Sri Bhajanamrita. Gaura Viraha Gita Padakalpataru is also attributed to him, although some scholar devotees doubt whether it is really his own composition. Most of Narahari Thakur's songs have gotten mixed up with Narahari Chakravarti Thakur's songs. Compositions. Narahari Chakravarti Thakur is the author of Bhakti Ratnakar. Okay. There it is difficult to ascertain which is actually his. Before the appearance of Gaurasundar, he also composed many songs about the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Narahari was the only devotee who had the adhikari right to do Gaura Kirtan in Gaurasundar's presence. Ordinarily, if anyone would praise Mahaprabhu in his presence or chant his holy name, he would block his ears and call out Vishnu, Vishnu. Narahari, however, enjoyed the special privilege of being able to sing about Mahaprabhu in a very unique mood and with sweet descriptions of his transcendental beauty without objections from Mahaprabhu. His disappearance is on the Ekadasi Tithi day of the dark fortnight in the month of Agrahayan, Mrigashir, Mrigashir, November, December. So this is also, what do you call it? Katyayani Vrata. And of course, it's the first month after Kartik. And this was the anniversary of our first disciple, the great soul Raktak Das. He was in Vrindavan this time. And he was Punjabi, came from simple family, nice family. Actually, they've been refugees during the war with the partitioning, and his family had actually apparently been quite prosperous Vaishyas with something like 8 sisters and 9 brothers or something, and big land holdings. But when all the massacre occurred, they just had to escape like that. And he was the only one apparently out of all of them that got out alive. With terrible, horrible things. Then they set up themselves in Punjab and just struggling with no money, rickshaw puller. And eventually Raktak was born there and grew up there. Then he came to Vrindavan somehow or other, I think because of Prasadam in Delhi. And then we met him and he took initiation from us. And always very, very, very beloved by all the devotees. And yeah, practically speaking, doing so much service, And he was very popular, very attracted to Prasadam distribution, And he was writing to us as a guru that he was finding in household life there was so much, temptation and problems and this and that. And he was praying to Krishna just to take him out of all this, so on. So his daughter, his niece, Silky in Punjab, he attended her wedding, I think with his wife, family. And it was basically almost like his last obligation in terms of family responsibilities. Then he was in Vrindavan during this auspicious month, came back to there from Punjab, Fazilka, and he started complaining about chest pains. And then within a few hours, when devotee Jagmohan was helping him this and that, but there was no real medical facilities apparently in Vrindavan. So he said, go to Mathura. And then he left his body, during Kachayani Vrata in Vrindavan on Ekadasi. It was like a very, very auspicious departure like that. And so maybe he's gone ahead and made some arrangements for all of us. I think people know him. Yeah. And then his wife, his widow, she Priya, Chuta Priya. He had 3 kids, and they were going up pretty well. Her sister's also devotee, and her sister's husband from Azerbaijan. And I visited him. He's a policeman. And he's taking good care of his sister-in-law and so on. So it seems that everybody's doing well in their Krishna consciousness. And so, any comments or questions about anything about Narahari Sarkar or even Raktak like that? So, some people know him.
Yeah, we had a lot of association with Dr. Prabhu. I think
Yeah,
he
yeah.
came. Yeah, he came to Lucknow too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he was very jolly person. Very dedicated to you, Maharaj.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And actually, where was he married?
he was married in Delhi.
No,
Yeah,
Naimisharanya.
Sharon. Oh,
Naimisharanya.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Very unusual activity.
yeah. That's yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He,
So
but
that
he, but
and his wife is a Gopal Krishna Maharaj disciple.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Azerbaijan.
yeah.
Um, he, he was, he was trying to, he was, they were betrothed, everything else, and he was going to wanted to get married and from Punjab or something quickly and stuff. Not quickly, but I mean, it was timely. But then his family said, "Oh no, no, let's go to your Vrindavan and get married there and stuff." I said, "Well, okay," and went back and forth and this way and that way, and finally it was just becoming crazy. So when we were all there in Naimisharanya with Dr. Samaresh, myself, himself, herself, then it's okay, we should do this, you know. So there's the Nardananda ashram there, which is the biggest place, gigantic place, and different history of yogis and ashrams for sannyasis, very simple cottages and so on. So okay. So then they had a gurukula there, and one of the people was going to do the fire sacrifice, and then the boys were going to chant mantras, and then the director of the gurukula and his wife, they just grabbed her and took Archita Priya off to decorate her. And then they asked if I needed an acharya, and I said, "Well, no, I can chant the mantras, you know." So they came back out, and she was dressed very nicely, and the boys chanted very auspicious mantras, and it was Naimisharanya, very nice program. Yeah. So he went through all the vows, and then offering oblations to the acharyas, to Radha and Govinda, everything else. And Dr. Samaresh was there, and he was a little disturbed because we hadn't offered any oblations to Lakshmi and Narayan, you know, because it was a wedding. Yeah. Then I said, well, I said, but Radha and Krishna are Lakshmi and Narayan. And he hesitated for a moment and he said, yes, but they're not married. Okay, so he won. He won. So then we offered obeisance.
How he won, Maharaj, and Brahma Vaivat Brahman, Lord
Well,
Brahma married.
it was very quickly, very quickly. I made the decision. So we offered obeisances to Lakshmi and Narayan also. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then we had to get him back down to the train in Lucknow, from Naimisharanya. So we're just piling in everything very quickly. The wedding's over, and we jump in the car, head back down. And then she was asking what the date was. We said the date, and then she started like laughing, like I think not hysterically, but very just like profoundly. And then finally we said, "What is it? What is it?" She said, "My sister was married exactly 1 year ago on this date." So, so, so many nice things. Yeah, nice things in Krishna consciousness. Yeah, yeah, and and you taste a little bit of it because the whole thing is that the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes become more and more accessible to us. We've almost, I guess we've almost been here 3 weeks now, and the time's going very quickly. We've got a pretty regular schedule, going, and then we're giving classes Tuesday and Wednesday morning. I can see those, and then Friday, and then Saturday morning we're still doing our bilingual thing, Spanish. And then we got the dates fixed for the calendar. The weekend first weekend in January, we'll have a Light of the Bhagavat symposium, like on January 6th, like Friday. And we're seeing what people want to do. It'll be Spanish language. Because different people are coming forward now and asking, can we do this and that and this and that? Okay. It looks like it'll be good. In promoting the Spanish preaching, we've talked to the leading devotees here who are Mexican and stuff. And so look, they're enthusiastic, try to, because they like to preach in this area. So many Mexican people, Spanish people. And then the second week will be our Vyasa Puja, our chance to glorify Vyasadeva. So the Tipti is the 11th of January, which is Thursday. And I'm past pushing any of these things. I just do the simple thing, and other people I'll try and help. So decided that on the 11th, on Thursday, we'll do a program in Srinivasa's house in strictly Spanish language. And then any local devotees, Spanish devotees can come. And it will be online. And it should be pretty good, nice, take care of it. And his wife has started a WhatsApp group to start coordinating all the hospitality and other things. And Radhika Raman is going to come on I think on Friday, and Shubra and Chaitanya are going to come also. So and then what do you call it? Friday is January 12th, which is our physical birthday. Yeah, and it's also the 20th anniversary of Neos. Yeah, and we're howling and growling about how certain things got to get done every year and stuff. And what are we going to do with this? Become serious about this. Otherwise, it becomes dangerous if you're not making the filings properly. But anyway, that's the 20th anniversary, so everybody, please can all participate, and we'll release the third movie, our contribution on Spain, everything else, and yeah, okay. Then on Saturday we'll actually have the program. They want to have the program in the temple because you can only have it once a year in the temple, and that'll be strictly English, And so it looks like it's going to be a nice program, not an opportunity again, glorifying Prabhupada, glorifying Krishna, glorifying everybody. Everybody. That's what Vyasa Puja means. It means parampara, and everybody in their proportion. So then the following month, we'll do the fourth movie. They're almost all ready now. We're getting reports back from the critics, and everybody's very pleased. And Radhika and his wife and somebody else are coming 19th of this month, and Hari Lila is coming back the 19th. So, but then finally, everybody wanted us to do one kind of series over the 3 months. So what we're thinking what we would do finally, what it came down to is the Bhakti Vedanta Library. Okay. And we were thinking, talk to devotees every Friday at 7:30 p.m., which we could then correspond with this and not have to kill ourselves. And the Bhakti Vedanta Library, is a very flexible topic because we can talk about setting up physical libraries. We have our PowerPoint show and looking at all of Prabhupada's books and how do we read them. And it's the idea. It's a very flexible topic. Then we'll just see what people's interests are. Of course, we've been working on Carl Jung and that kind of thing, but maybe nobody has any interest or somebody has some interest. And it'll be about 12 weeks, I think, So that's what we're kind of planning now. And it can be in the temple, it can be in the library here in the sannyasi quarters, it could be a Bhakti Riksha program, but I have a regular program online, the Bhaktivedanta Library, and then developing the content. Prabhupada says the library is the basis of the school, And so they're developing a nice library. They have a little library here, but it's just Prabhupada's books and some of them. But the library can develop to the point where Prabhupada said, he told the devotees, go to all the sampradayas and make copies of all their literature, and then use that as your library of Vaishnavism. And of course, we have the Bhaktivedanta Research Center. Abraham Lincoln said, a library is the scholar's workshop. And Prabhupada was not in favor of too much dusty scholarship, just for knowledge's sake, for prestige and these kind of things, but only as much as it actually promotes, the Yuga Dharma, which is Harinam Sankirtan. First you chant and I listen, and I chant and you listen. The Sankirtan, hearing and chanting. Yeah. And by that one process, after one big lecture in I think it was Delhi, it was very, very, pretty sophisticated, big Pandal program, and so Prabhupada was talking about learning all these things. Then he said, but if you think it is too difficult to read so many books and learn so many things, then he said, all you have to do is just chant Hare Krishna with the devotees and take prasad. Nothing else required. You will become perfect. Yeah. And so this is really the Yuga Dharma. But an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So if you have intelligence, then you have to use it. It's the same way. The physical body, you have different qualifications, everything else. we were reading about our Chaitanya Charitamrita every morning. We're reading now about Maharaj Prataparudra and how he wanted to see Lord Chaitanya. But Lord Chaitanya would not even hear the name of a king, pretty much. And he said any sannyasi who was involved with his politics and these kind of things and diplomacy and seeing kings, immediately people doubt his impartiality and his detachment from worldly pleasures. His preaching doesn't become effective. So very nice thing. And when we notice one purport there, that then it says that Ramananda, his first person was a Ramananda, was trying to find some way that the king, his boss, could meet Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise, the king was just thinking of renouncing everything and living in the forest, dying. He was so attached to Lord Chaitanya. And so he was presenting to certain things, and then and Prabhupada points out that he was very expert at diplomacy. I think and he and Sarvabhauma. So the very nice purport talks about how diplomacy is okay. Arjuna was a diplomat. Ramananda Roy is again Arjuna. And so that and he said the conclusion is that yes, diplomacy, politics can be used in Krishna's service, like that. So very nice purport, making it very clear. Otherwise, people say, "Oh, I don't want to get involved in politics, oh, this and that, and so forth, so on." Yes, it's dangerous, but cooking in the kitchen is dangerous also. I mean, devotees have fallen into walks full of ghee. Yeah. And then it goes on, and then Ramananda Roy says, "Well, you don't want to see him, but he's going to give up his body." So then somebody, I think it's Ramananda, I think it's Nityananda, then suggests, maybe if it's all right with you, let's take one of your discarded lower cloths, and we can give it to the king as a sign of your affection for him. So then Lord Chaitanya said, "You're all very expert, and whatever you decide, I will accept." Okay, so then through Govinda, the Ramananda Roy got the cloth and he gave it to the king. And the king then worshipped it, put it in a very nice place and worshipped it as Krishna himself. So then there's a very nice purport about how Krishna's paraphernalia, Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param, Tasmat Para Taram Devi Tadiyanam Samacharam, Tadiyanam Samacharam. That some Shiva Purana or something, Vishnu Purana, but it's right there in the purport, that verse, describing how Vishnu's paraphernalia, Tadiya, Vishnu's land, Vishnu's devotees, all the things in relationship to him. Especially in the deity worship book, there's a section for prayers for the flute. I think prayers for the shoes. But all these things are not a part of this world. They're actually connected to Krishna. So this is how, remembering where the verses are to find them. And because when you read them directly to people, the purports, it refreshes your memory, makes it more accurate, but also it's so potent, what you're presenting. So there it is, this very nice pastime to remember of giving the cloth, and then the purport, and probably quotes this verse, Radhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Radhanam Param. Amongst all the kinds of worship, the worship of Vishnu is supreme, but even higher than that is the worship of the things in relationship to Vishnu. And of course, especially we talk about the devotees, Lord Chaitanya. And then he quotes, I think, the verse that says, "I am not in Vaikuntha, but I'm where my devotees are dancing." That connection like that. And the Bible, it says too, wherever two or three are gathered together in my name, I am there. So Sankirtan. And Sankirtan is very natural. We're social beings, and we're looking for teachers. We're looking for Sankirtan partners, and we're looking for innocent people to preach to. So it's a very naturally social thing. But the more we become social, Chintabheda Vedatava, the more we begin to realize who we individually and uniquely are. Chintabheda Vedatava. So very nice remembering these acharyas. Any other comments here? Questions?
I think that the Bhaktivedanta Library will be a great project, Maharaj. Let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, and then any topics, anything anybody wants to discuss, maybe one night or a few days or something, or I can But maybe next week we could start and then come up with some topics and stuff, you know. I mean, you have your library. See, that's one of the points I'm going to bring out is the Bhaktivedanta library, and then after that is we have the Anjana Sudha Academy library, but then also you should have the you should give your library a name automatically, yeah, becomes more respectable. Yeah, you know that. Give a dog a bad name and kill him. So,
Any other comments or question for Maharaj? If not, can I request Radhavala Prabhu, can you sing the Ekadashi song?
oh, okay, yeah, good. Okay, thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Radhavala Prabhu?
Oh, yes, Prabhu, 1 minute.
Okay. I hope you are not in car.
No.
Okay, thank you. And then maybe Darshanaman can sing the Narsinga prayer.
I'm trying to say. Where is it? Loading. Okay, got it here. शुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु भजनानुकूला भक्त सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेमलति कर मूला शुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु भजनानुकूला माधवती धी भक्ति जननी जतन पालन कोरी कृष्ण बसती बसती बोली परम आदरे बोरी गौर अमर ये सब सानी कुरल भ्रमण रंगे से सब स्थान हेरिबो आमी प्रणयी भकत संगे मृदंग बाज सुनीते मान अवसर सद जाचे गौर विहित कीर्तन सुनी आनंद हृदय नाचे जुगल मूर्ति देखिय मोर परम आनंद होया प्रसाद सेवा करिते होया सकल प्रपंच जाया जेदिन गृहे भजन देखी गृहे ते गोलोक भाया शरण सिद्धो देखिया गंगा सुखा ससीम पाया तुलसी देखी दुराय प्राण माधव तोषणी जानी गौर प्रिया शाक सेवनी जीवन सार्थक मानी भक्ति विनोद कृष्ण भजनी अनुकूल पय जाहा प्रति दिवसे परम सुखे स्वीकार करो ये ताहा शुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूला The dust of the lotus feet of pure devotees, enthusiastic devotional service, and service to the pure devotees of the highest order are the roots of the creeper of devotion. The holy days like Ekadashi and Janmashtami are the mother of devotion for those devotees who respect them. Let the holy places of Krishna's pastimes be my places of worship and bless me. May I always visit all the holy places associated with the Leela of Lord Chaitanya and his devotees. When I hear the sound of the Mridanga in my heart, I always desire to join in Kirtan. And when I hear the bona fide songs describing Lord Chaitanya's pastimes, my heart dances in ecstasy. Whenever I see the transcendental Sri Vigrahas of Radha Krishna, I am in bliss. For by taking their lordship's prasad, we can conquer over the material ailments. One day, while performing devotional practices, I saw my house transformed into Golok Vrindavan. When I take the Charanamrita of the deity, I see the holy Ganges waters that come from the feet of Lord Vishnu, and my bliss knows no bounds. By seeing the Tulsi tree, my heart feels joy, and Lord Madhava, Krishna, is also satisfied. When I eat the prasad favored by Lord Chaitanya, it is a new life's experience. Lord Chaitanya was very fond of a green vegetable preparation called shak, and there is another song in this book that tells the amazing effects of this type of prasad. Bhakti Vinod concludes by saying, whosoever attains the stage of enthusiasm for these devotional practices will be supremely blissful wherever he may be. Hare Krishna.
So, actually, the Gopi gives a class on Bhakti Center every Ekadashi, and she was saying that today is the Utpanna Ekadashi. That means when that is the first Ekadashi, Utpanna, that birthday of Ekadashi. All Ekadashis came from her. So that's a very auspicious Ekadashi. And Maharaj, so that Maharaj is doing better. He got his pacemaker corrected. That was caused all the problem. Staying, and probably he will be discharged Sunday. As you know, Mother, what is her, and Dr. Hansa Medley,
Guru Bhakti.
Guru Bhakti, she is there.
Yeah.
She is with them, she says.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maharaj is doing all right. I have not talked to him since he went to emergency room, but we get the update twice a day, and
Okay.
Mother Guru Bhakti also participate in that. So, okay, so Darshanaman, can you lead us in nursing a prayer, please? Okay, it look like Darshanaman is close by. Okay, so when I Ankur, yeah, you can do that. Go ahead.
Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlada Hiranyakasi Purvakshaha Silataka Nakalaye Ito Nashinga Parato Nashinga Yato Yavitato Nashinga Bahir Nashinga Hriday Nashinga Nashinamadim Saralam Prapadye Tava Kamalavare Nakha Adhuta Shrangam Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanusungam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Nrsimhadev Jaya Nrsimhadev Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Brother Prabhu. So now that means We're closing the program for tonight. So let's have Krishna Pranam and we'll meet tomorrow. Vancha
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो नमो नमः हरे
Hare Krishna.
कृष्ण